of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Left side here to Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Love from the gun. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Throwing. Love. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Shepard. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Arizona.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Right side complete. That's Woods.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
It's 14. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Love looking to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Makes the score Cardinals 3, Washington 0.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
It's caught. Jones able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. But he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
At the 34-yard line.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 71 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes a leading rusher.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Joe Williams.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love. That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
1st down, Cardinals.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
At the 33-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 28.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Love, this is 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Robert Woods, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turned the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
2nd and 4.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
3rd and 11.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
They're going to try and throw. A slant to Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout taken.
4 yards.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 25 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Number 2.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
34-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They'll run it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That's another Washington.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the 1st half, what didn't, and figured out a better.
And he was into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Julio Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. extra point attempt to follow here. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carried by.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun. Love. The throw taken in by Sims. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of running in.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
He's brought down at the 30.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
8 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Derek Brown, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back now here on EA Sports. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the gun, Love. His throw's going to be incomplete. Woods will say he should have had it, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Love. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So now Randy Bullock with an important field goal try here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
13. Washington 10.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, we just score the touchdown and seal this thing.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun. And this is going to be intercepted. At the 31, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7. Picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
18-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Miles Sanders.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Steven Sims, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Well, able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think... And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Duke Johnson picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Wow, between last last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now, because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out, because the whole formula's not working. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
23.
So they settled for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now Washington down on the scoreboard, and time a huge factor. They're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. There defensively to make the play, Joejuan Williams. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Back to throw now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the lead will shrink to 6. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
Washington 17.
So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
The 45-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Down to a knee goes Love, and that should be the final act of this football game.
And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
But Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end, we win. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the Cards, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams.
Meanwhile, for Washington,
they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.